Hello everyone, welcome to the channel update for February. I hope everyone's January went well. Hope you are staying warm for the cold if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. It has been quite cold here in the United States, or at least my part of the United States. Unusually so. And also a fair bit of snow in this region, which is also unusual. I know that further north has gotten even more. But let's talk about what's going on the channel. We did see the end of Stardew Valley. That was a very, very long playthrough, but I enjoyed it tremendously the entire time. Sounded like a lot of you guys did as well. I am sorry to see it go to an extent. I mean, it did need to be finished, but I am sorry to see it go. But it was a blast. And now Expeditions Rome has taken its place. I have been excited for this game ever since I heard about it. I love the two previous Expeditions games. Expeditions Conquistador was tons of fun, very interesting. Expeditions Viking, the best game of, I think, 2017 for me, in my opinion. Um, Absolutely adored that game, and I am really, really enjoying my time with Expeditions Rome so far. So I'm looking forward to getting through that. Not terribly far into it at this point, but it has been a lot of fun. Final Fantasy VIII is ongoing as well. That will be going for a bit longer. We are still only on Disc 2. There are a few things that I could do to speed that up, but I'm not too concerned about that. Super Robot Wars stream footage is still getting posted over here on YouTube. None of the videos at this point can be monetized. They all have content ID for the music, which is kind of what I expected once I switched over to using the music DLC. Before that, it was a real crapshoot whether a video would be able to be monetized or not. Most of them still couldn't, and that was one of the reasons why I did that, because so many of the videos couldn't be monetized anyway, and having the other music is so much more fun. Haven't gotten any blocks so far as I know. I guess I could double check that, but no one's indicated to me that there's any issues. So I'm perfectly fine with that at this point. I mean, it is more of a stream experience anyway, and the streaming has other sources of revenue than ads for that kind of thing. Minecraft and the retro varieties are still ongoing. We did wrap up Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. We played a bit of Lost Vikings as requested by Kylux. I didn't dig that game very much. Not saying it's a bad game. I want to make that clear for those of you who enjoyed it. I'm glad you do. Just it frustrated me more than I was expecting. It's a game that I'd always wanted to play as a kid. Like, I saw it, and even though it was a platformer and stuff like that, I mean, you know, Vikings and stuff like that was always kind of a thing of interest to me. And it looked pretty fun when I was a kid, but I never got around to playing it, never rented it, didn't know anyone who owned it. So, yeah, actually playing it today, I probably would have enjoyed it a lot more as a kid, but I don't know. I just found it not as fun as I had hoped and a bit more frustrating than I expected. So I did not complete that one, but I do appreciate the suggestion. I did it. I did like trying it out. I mean, that was an enjoyable experience. Just the game itself didn't do it for me, unfortunately. We have moved on to the Incredible Hulk for the GBA, requested by Solarian Storm, which has frustrating elements as well, but it is hilariously fun. And it gives me a chance to do dumb Hulk voice, which is quite a bit of fun as well. I don't know how long the game is, but I kind of suspect that I'll be finishing that tomorrow on stream. As of this recording, on the 1st. So Wednesday. Again, I don't know how long it is. It could be really, really long, and I don't know. After that, we will be moving on to, let's see, what is next? Courtesy of Seal and Mortar, we'll be moving on to Super Mario RPG: Legend of the Seven Stars, which has been a game on my list. I kind of waffled a bit whether I should have this be a stream retro game or do a normal Let's Play. But I decided to just go ahead and we'll do it as a stream, a retro stream. So that should be tons of fun. Look forward to that. After that, A Boy and His Blob from Bats Go Screech. If you want to get a game nominated, NES, SNES, Game Boy Advance are the current systems that I will accept for that. Just gotta watch the streams, earn hams, get enough hams, and make a request. I usually only have that open on the Wednesday. If you can't make Wednesdays, you can't make the streams, but you want to see that and you watch on other days, hit me up. I can easily make that available on other days if you can make it to a Monday or a Saturday stream. So you can let me know on Discord, especially. That's the best way. So that's what's going on there, and of course, Saturdays has the Spelljammer campaign. December was a little bit light because of absences and other events coming in. We only actually had 2 sessions in December. But January, I think we've been every weekend in January, except one maybe. I can't remember. But it's been pretty good. Had lots of fun. The last couple sessions were absolutely a blast. We had the party do a raid on a menagerie that had captured a monster that they wanted to free, and then the people who ran the menagerie came after them in a bigger ship that almost destroyed their ship. And next session, they have decided, sure, why not? We survived that last one with a ship bigger than us. Let's take on another one that can do the exact same. So that will be coming up this weekend. Look forward to that if you're enjoying the Spelljammer campaigns. And of course, Realms of Quest 5 with Zerfall is still ongoing. We have enough of a backlog that Zerfall has started posting more videos. I have fallen behind. I got busy and distracted with some other things. So I have not gotten all of the videos added into the playlist there, but I will. If you notice any missing there, do let me know. And of course, you can always watch them on his channel. If you're not subscribed to him, I would recommend it. He has a lot of good old school stuff, oftentimes older than stuff that I play. He really likes the old computer systems like Commodore 64, and this one in particular is on the VIC-20. So stuff like that is very much in his wheelhouse. He's also been doing a lot of speed runs. He's currently streaming over on Twitch a whole bunch of short segments, mostly of various games for kind of a speed run race, where it's like, you know, the best, kind of like the whoever does best on average out of like a dozen different games or portions of a dozen different games. Gets the most points kind of thing. So that's been quite a bit of fun to watch over on Twitch. So that's mostly what's going on. Whoop. Didn't mean to click that. Sorry.
Okay.
Nope. Didn't mean to do that. I was trying to click and scroll down. Silly YouTube. Anyway, also, Darkside Detective got a new case for Christmas. It took me almost a month to get to it. I had to fit it into my schedule and everything like that. But I was able to record 5 episodes of that. So that has gone up. And of course, the Darkside Detective Season 2 playlist is still here on the front page. That was tons of fun to revisit. It was a fun little case. Looking forward to them doing some more of that in the future. If they did a Darkside Detective Season 3, I would be right there all for it. I really do hope that they do. And I hope they do a few more cases for Darkside Detective Season 2 as well. It's tons of fun. I mean, it's silly and ridiculous, but in all the best ways. Doesn't take itself seriously at all, and that's kind of what's good about it. I really do adore that game. And it has quite a bit of quite a bit of a fan following with some of you guys out there, so I really appreciate that as well. That's mostly what's going on with the channel. Of course, don't forget that Twitch streams. There's a link here on the main page on the blog. I stream Mondays, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. That is Super Robot Wars. Wednesday and Friday are at usually around like between 11 and 11:15 a.m. Eastern Time. And that is on Wednesday, the retro streams, and Friday is Minecraft, and then Saturday at noon Eastern Time, we've got the Spelljammer campaign. So do come out and check those out. I am thinking about another special stream. I don't know what times I would do that, but there's been some. I've floated the idea on Discord, and there's been some positive reaction to that of potentially doing like Lego building streams of just and it would in a lot of ways just kind of like be a chat session where the camera would just be on the Lego that I'm building kind of thing, and chatting with you guys out there in the internets. If you're interested in that, if that sounds like something that you'd enjoy tuning into, let me know. I'm thinking of part of this is like there's a set that I really want. I can't afford it myself right now. It's the recently released Titanic. So I'm thinking of setting up a bits goal on Twitch. If I can get to a certain amount of bits within a certain amount of time, then I'd be able to purchase that and set that up, and then I'd set up a stream for it, and we just build it until it's done. And if that if that stream went over well, I'd probably look into doing other things, get other Lego sets after that kind of thing. It wouldn't exactly be a whole, like, it's a very big set, and it would take a very long time to build. I think that would be a very long-term stream, so we'll see how that goes. But if you're interested in that, please do let me know in the comments below or over on Discord. I'd be very curious about seeing what people think about that, if that's something that you'd want to tune in for. I do really like Lego quite a bit, and I have not been purchasing all that much lately because of various financial things. This is my full-time job. It is enough to keep me fed, get me new games to play and stuff like that, but and I do have some disposable income left over, but not quite enough for how much Lego I used to buy before I switched over to doing this full-time. I do make less money at this than I did back working in IT, but I am so much happier. I was kind of miserable working in IT. I hated it. So it's one of the reasons why I quit and did this, and I'm doing this full-time. I should also mention, because I'm looking at it right now, last month also saw us roll over to 20,000 subscribers. We've gotten up to 20,000.1, so that's pretty nice as well. But it's a nice milestone. I don't really have anything planned. I'm really bad at that. A lot of the little games that I'd want to play, I've already played for subscriber specials. I could do something like a Q&A type thing. I have done that once before, many years ago at this point. So that could be something that I could do. But we'll see. We'll see. That's kind of where we're standing with the channel right now. Yeah, so if you are really enjoying the content and you want to support the channel, there's a number of ways to do so. It really does go a long way to ensuring that I can eat, and I can have a roof over my head, and I can have internet to continue uploading these videos and things like that. The best way, of course, is Patreon. That is the one that gives me the most benefit directly. There are different levels. We have a current goal at $1,000. So that will be that's the next goal. we'll see if we can get there. That's for running another campaign, a second campaign. So if you're interested in seeing another D&D campaign, do consider that. But in general, it's just a really good way to support me, support the channel, keep the channel thriving. We currently have 69 patrons. Nice. And I really do appreciate everyone who has been supporting. Names are scrolling by below for all of those supporting me on Patreon. It really does mean a lot. If Patreon isn't the best way for you, you can support me on Twitch with subscriptions and bits. Both of those also help quite a bit. It feels like not even all that long ago, I was at a point on Twitch where I only got paid like every other month or every 3 months kind of thing. And now it is every month, so it really has gone up quite a bit. And that goes a long way as well. So if you want to support me that way, if you have Amazon Prime, you can sign up for Twitch Prime for free, and that gives you one free subscription for anyone on Twitch each month. So if you want to support me with that, that would be fantastic. Really would appreciate that. Obviously, if there are other people that you want to support with that as well, that's fine. Just if you have Twitch Prime and you're not supporting someone, if you have Amazon Prime and you're not supporting someone on Twitch, please do consider setting that up, because it's just a few extra steps, and once a month you just have to go to a channel and select the free subscription, and boom, it's free. It's free for you, and it pays the us Twitch creators. Really, it does go a long way. You can also support me on Ko-fi, kind of do a one-time tip thing, and of course here on YouTube you can join the channel, and I don't really have a whole lot of like unique benefits for any of these, like access to hidden videos or series or anything like that. I may give some previews, and of course, if you're a Patreon supporter, you will get access to the Patreon channel on the Discord, and that is, sometimes where I'll post previews. I've been drawing names from Patreon supporters for the Final Fantasy VII Guardian 8 Final Fantasy 8 Guardian Forces. I don't know why I do that. I've really bad. It's been pretty good on playing that. I don't think I've done that often, if at all, for those videos. But for some reason, just today, I always want to say 7. Whatever. Final Fantasy VIII GFs. The names for them are drawn from Patreon supporters. I really do appreciate it. And I always keep them in mind for anything that might have that sort of naming capability. Expeditions Rome does have renameable Praetorians, but they're just renameable, they're not nameable. Like, they don't come in with a blank name, and you don't get to customize them. It basically generates them randomly, and you can choose to hire them or not. And I haven't decided if I'm going to take some of them, because they're also all males, and I have some female supporters on Patreon. It was really nice in Expeditions Viking to get. I had a mix essentially of male and female hired people using names from Patreon, and I would like that in Expeditions Rome, but for obvious reasons, the game allows you to play a female character in a position where a female in Roman times would extremely unlikely to be allowed to do things, kind of thing. Like, they were a very masculine, macho, chauvinistic society in a lot of ways. So that you can, the game designers made the concession that people might want to play a female character in that, but they didn't then go outside of history and let you hire female soldiers, kind of thing. I get it. It's disappointing, but I get it. I suppose it's possible that there will be options later. Like maybe it's just right now I can't do that. And if that does happen, then I will definitely go to Patreon and get names. For now, not sure. But that's kind of where we stand with that. It's one of my minor, complaints about the game at this point. And it is pretty minor. Can't choose, can't customize the hired secondary non-story characters. It's fairly minor. The gameplay has been a lot of fun. And the visuals are fantastic. So I'm really enjoying that. Anyway, that's about it for the channel. For those of you who like Dungeons & Dragons and have been following me for a while, you know that each month I post a new updated deity on my blog. This month is Mellifleur the Lich-Lord, a very pleasantly sounding named deity who is also incredibly evil. He is a god of liches, promotes lichdom, and essentially the more wizards and priests decide to go that route and become liches, the more powerful he becomes. But he was a pretty interesting deity. There was back in the 90s with the Powers and Pantheons publication for the Forgotten Realms, there was a deity, Velsharoon, who was very similar to him and had his name as an alias. And I had to reconcile that because they also shared a domain. But Mellifleur, he doesn't have a canon age, like when he became a deity, because he was mortal first. But it felt to me that it was, at least on the order of hundreds of years, centuries kind of thing. Maybe decades at the earliest. But Velsharoon in the Forgotten Realms was like 3 years old by the time that book was published. So there was this disconnect between the two, and I wanted to reconcile that, and I had a lot of fun doing so. If you're interested in that, do check out the deity. I will of course include a link in the description below. For you to go read that and take a look. Otherwise, that's basically where we are this month. I hope you've had a good January. I hope you're still staying safe, getting your booster as soon as that is available for you. The Omicron variant is creating big surges. I know that the hospitals here in the United States are very, very overwhelmed, completely swamped. And meanwhile, there's people clamoring for getting back to normal when everything is not normal, and it is incredibly frustrating. So make sure you're getting your vaccination, you're getting your boosters, and protect yourself, protect everyone else. More importantly, protect everyone else. There are people out there who cannot get vaccinated, people who are immunocompromised and stuff like that, and have other similar medical conditions. That's one of the reasons why you get vaccinated and boosted, to decrease the chances that you can spread it to them. So please do make sure that you're doing that. Sign up for the booster if you haven't, as soon as it's available in your area or country, and do what you can. See if we can end the pandemic sooner rather than later. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks everyone out there for all the support you've been giving me. There are links to Discord below, of course, Twitch, my Twitter, all those things. So please do continue to support. I should also, and I completely slipped my mind, if you can't support me financially for whatever reason, there are other ways that you can support the channel, and it's very important to do so. And this isn't just my channel, this is other channels too. So if there are other people that you watch that you enjoy, keep this in mind. Watching a video to completion is very important. And that's when I'm talking about watching. If you've forgotten to like a video and you're just going in to like it, that's more important. You don't need to then let it play through to completion. But if you're watching one of my videos and you're enjoying it, but it's like 5 minutes before the end, and you're like, okay, I know what he's gonna say. I'm done. I'm just gonna, you know, skip off and go to the next one. Please consider keeping, letting the video play through. YouTube looks at watch time and things like that. So the more people who watch a video to completion, the more the YouTube algorithm says, hey, people like this video. So that's pretty important. Liking a video is also very important. There's an element. So the algorithm essentially gauges how engaging a video is. And liking a video is seen as more engaging than watching it to completion, because there's a lot of people who just watch a video to completion and that's it and they're done. But YouTube looks at liking a video as you've taken an extra step beyond just watching it to completion. So that is seen as more engaging. And then commenting is seen as more engaging still. So all of these things are what you can do on YouTube to support a content creator like myself. Watching the video to completion, liking the video, and leaving a comment. If the comment, as far as I know, YouTube does not examine the details of the comments. So it can be anything from, hey, thanks for the video. I enjoyed it. Or a super detailed, time-stamped comment responding to all my jokes and questions and comments and stuff like that. All of those are good. I really do appreciate it if you take the time to do those. And obviously, you do what's appropriate for you, what your time and your view style allows. But if you watch through a video, watch through a playlist, like after Final Fantasy VIII is done, you're not watching it right now, you're going to wait until I'm all done, and you watch through it to completion, I would ask that once it's done, if you haven't been liking all the videos as you go back to the beginning, just, start up the first one, like it, hit next, like it, hit next. It'll take, 10, 15 minutes maybe to do a whole big playlist, but it'll still go pretty quick, and that's one more like on all those videos. So it really does go a long way to helping me out. And the same thing on other channels. So do keep that in mind. I want to thank you guys. It's been a lot of fun. I look forward to even more months and years of content creation. And do join me on Discord if you want to chat with myself or other fans of the channel. Got a bunch of channels if you have or like pet pictures and stuff like that. Talk about food, what you're eating, movies, games, all that sort of thing. Do come out and join the Discord. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next Let's Play.